What role does location-based scheduling play in identifying problems?
The biggest role ever. I have used location-based scheduling since 2005, and it's the best lean tool I've ever used. I'm also educated in lean construction, but you can have all kinds of ways to work together, but if you don't have a plan that shows exactly where you're supposed to be, you might as well go home. This is the sharpest, the best lean construction tool I've ever tried. And I will never, ever go back to MS Project because that's just a waste of time. I can fool myself, I can fool the client because I don't know what's happening on page 7 if I change anything in page 2. But I can see this in Tactplan right away. And I can have a 2.5-year plan on one page in Tactplan. And that one page in MS Project would probably be around 80, 90 pages, big pages.
Well, in an early phase, when we are planning to build up the process, how we want to build it, what comes first and second in building the house. And in that way, we have the right way to build the house, and then we can establish the flow line. And by that way, we have a clear visual view on how we are going to build, and we can spot if there's some gap in our time schedule, and we can spot if there's something we have to move ahead or we have to be more people at one specific point. So in an early phase, we know where there could be problems.
Do you experience that location-based scheduling helps anticipate conflicts? How?
It most certainly do. Again, because we know where people are, when they are going to be and where they are going to be. And in that way, we weeks ahead know where to look. If the location is ready for, let's say, the painter, we can the week before go check, is there heating on, is it clear, is it everything good? So in that way, we can anticipate many problems.
When your colleagues learn that they cannot sit in front of the computer every day, they need to go out on the construction site to find out where is my subcontractor. And then you go ask him, okay, are you done with the things? No, I'm done on Friday, but you're supposed to be done on Tuesday. So what will you do to be finished? So instead of finding out 2 weeks too late, I find out every day. So the conflicts, they're not there because I go out and talk to them right away. So it's so much easier.
Do you experience that you can identify challenges earlier than before? What has that meant?
When I use LBS early in the process, then I can establish all the workflow, and I have all the location, and I have the time for every single process. And in that way I can have a very clear time schedule where nobody is going to be at the same place at the same time. And if I am going to have the same overview in a Gantt, then I need the process of every single apartment or building or what I'm doing in a time schedule. So I can end up with 20 pieces of paper, and in that way I can't look if the process is correct, if people are working. If I needed, one day I needed 2 painters, the next day I needed 20 painters. I can see that in a Gantt timeline, and I can see that in an LBS timeline.
I can see the challenges the minute I make the plan. So it will be before I start on the construction site, because if there are lines crossing, it might be okay, it might be not okay. So I can change it right away. And I can make the plans together with the subcontractors. Actually, it's very easy to use Tactplan together with the whole bunch. So we do it right away. And also a contractor can see that, okay, I'm not supposed to take 20 days because everybody else takes 15 days. What do I do to make it in 15 days? Instead of having 3 plumbers, I need 4. And then he knows.
Can you give an example of a challenge you identified in time and solved?
Right now, at this project I'm at right now, last week we were looking a bit ahead, 3 months ahead, and we haven't looked at the scaffolding when we are putting up scaffolding and when we are taking it down. And then actually we saw at a point in March, we need to have scaffold on 10 buildings out here, and it's too much. It's very costful. So right now we are in the process of finding out how can we change the rhythm so we go down to less scaffold on the buildings out here. So we can use it in many ways.
I was on this construction site that the tiler, he had 10 days for 6 apartments. 10 days, 6 apartments. And I think we've been 2 months in process, so he should do that. And one Tuesday he came up, I was just there visiting the construction site. And I heard that he says, oh, it's Tuesday today. I know I won't be done on Friday. So next Tuesday I'll be done. Is that okay? And my colleague says, yeah, it's okay. Then he went out and says, hey, come back. What is it that you are not done? You know, it's Tuesday today and you're not done until Friday. Why? And then all the excuses came and I says, okay, can you put more men in? Can you work a little extra? Or can you come in the weekend? The weekend he could do. He could come and work in the weekend. I says, that's what you do. And then he left. And my colleague's looking at me, what? I'm saying, you are not used to having a time schedule that you can see exactly what day you need to be on the spot. So if he comes in 2 days late and the painter is supposed to start Monday, he's not there Monday because he already knows that the tiler is not done. So he's supposed to come Wednesday, but Wednesday is doing something else and he comes Thursday instead, and then we are already 4 days behind. So I'm telling them, you need to fix it. You need to know what to do to be on track right away. And it's only 2 days, but 2 days one day, 2 days next day, and then suddenly we're 2 weeks behind. And I'm not allowing that.